Okay.
Hello, beautiful ones. We are Shauna and Carol.
How is everyone doing tonight? While we wait for our first few people to join us live, we want to say hello to everyone who's watching the replay. So if you're watching it as a replay, type the word replay in the comments so that we know you were here.
That's right.
And while you're at it, you can tell us where you're tuning in from, because that's always really cool. As always, this replay version will also be up on YouTube. So if you want to share it with anyone who's not on Facebook, we'll throw a link in afterwards for you to do that. And we're here from the classroom again, which is great. So we actually did a bit of a behind the scenes video setting up.
Yes.
So you're going to want to look out for that in the next little while. Okay, but for now, let's see from those of you who are live with us right now, how is our audio and video quality tonight?
That would be great to know. If you could do us a favor and comment below and let us know if you're coming in okay. And while you're at it, let us know where you're tuning in from.
Yeah, it's always great to know where people are tuning in from. And of course, since there's two of us doing the learning live, and we don't want it to get too long. We know last week's got a little long. But when we go off script, that seems to happen. But we do have notes in front of us to try and keep us on script. So we will be referencing those, of course.
We'll behave ourselves. We're off script already, so there you go. So tonight we want to talk about using essential oils safely.
That's right. We are now on to part 5 of our 6-part Essential Oils 101 Learning Live video and blog series. And tonight's going to be learning all about dilution and dosages for using essential oils safely for each application method approved in Canada.
Awesome.
All right, so let's see what people are saying. We've got some hellos. Hello, Pam.
Hi, Pam.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay. Nice to see you.
Pam knows what to do. She's already shared the video. Awesome. And she says, we're looking good. Okay, so she can see us.
That's
great. Beautiful. Oh, thank you. And yes, lots of laughs last time.
Yes.
And they loved it. Well, great.
That's good. Well, it's nice to be here with all of you.
If you are just jumping on now, be sure to say hi in the comments and do let us know where you're tuning in from. I see that Cheryl just joined us. Saying hi. Hi, Cheryl. Awesome. Okay.
Oh, very nice. Oh, have you ever found yourself wondering about using essential oils safely?
Wondering things such as,
are essential oils safe?
How much should I use?
What dilution ratio should I use?
Are diffusers safe to use?
Or how do I perform sensitivity patch test?
Give us a thumbs up by clicking on the thumb and the word like under the video if any of these questions have ever crossed your mind before.
Now, these are great questions and questions that we also had when we first started learning about the benefits of essential oils.
When used in the appropriate amounts and following approved use in Canada, those 3 that we mentioned last week, so aromatically, topically, and or as food flavoring, top quality pure essential oils can be safe for you and your family to use. And
I see a few more messages. Oh, Pam saying hi to Cheryl.
Nice. Perfect.
Oh, goodness. As you learned from our first blog and Learning Live video of the series, what are essential oils? Not all oils are grown, harvested, or processed the same. This means that low quality essential oils can have impurities and synthetic additives.
Gross. So before using any essential oil, always verify that it's pure and of high quality. And if you aren't able to verify that the oil has been tested for safety and purity or approved to be used in Canada the way you intend to use it, then avoid using it.
That's right.
And look for another brand like the one we use.
That's right. Essential oils, like anything else you use for your home, are safe when following the recommendation and the dosage and instructions.
Yes.
So you know what to focus on. That's what we're going to focus on tonight.
Focusing on those instructions. Okay, so as always, after this Learning Live video, you can head on over to our associated blog to learn even more, because we don't put everything that's on the blog into the videos, or they'd be really long. So this week's blog that we're talking about, using essential oils safely, a Canadian-specific blog, it can be found at www.purepowerofnature.com/008, because it is the 8th blog that we have done.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. And we will put a clickable link in the comments afterwards, because we realized that you can't click on this one, unfortunately.
Do us a massive favor. If you think this topic would be helpful or interesting to anyone you know, anyone in your community, while you are watching live right now, click that share button, set your share to public.
Yep.
Type shared in the word, or type the word shared in the comments below, and so that we can give you a shout out right away and put you in the draw we do each week for our Facebook Live.
Exactly. So also for every person that comments on this week's blog, which we've got the link for you right there, you get an additional entry into the draw.
We do. So each week we pick a winner from those who shared our previous video and commented on the blog. Remember, the Facebook video has to be shared publicly. Yeah. Just so we can see who shared it and put you in the draw. But if you comment on the blogs, we can see who you are, and there is nothing else for you to do.
Yeah, it's perfect. So remember, this is both for those watching live with us right now, but also anyone who is watching this as a replay, because you have all week to share the Facebook video publicly and to comment on the blog to be entered twice.
Look what Pam said.
I shared with one of my friends. She loved your video. Oh, great. That's so awesome.
Well, that is super.
That's great. Nice. Did you share the giggly one from last week? Yeah, that one's a lot of fun. I actually sent it out to people. I was just like, if you just watch from here to here, like 2 minutes of the clip, that's the silliest part. Awesome. And Pam already shared, so we saw that comment earlier. So thank you. Okay, so let's see who our winner is from last week's shares and comments.
I get to do the drum roll. And there we go, our
bowl. And I got one. Okay, let's see. And our winner this week is Christy Jones Calbury.
Congratulations, Christy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. So, Christy, you are actually getting an essential oil infused lip balm. It's an all natural lip balm, and it's infused with pure cinnamon bark and peppermint essential oils to help prevent skin dehydration and to create soft, luscious lips.
Those kissable lips.
Exactly.
Join us in congratulating Christy in the comments below, please. We say thank you for sharing this time and last time. We truly appreciate you. We can't do what we do without your help, your valuable shares, your comments, your engagements, your viewership, and your love. Thank you so much. Oh, and I see Sandy is here now.
Hi, Sandy. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. It's always good to know when people show up. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah,
thank you.
Better late than never. Okay, so Christy, we just need you to send us an email so we can get some more information to know where to send your prize. So give us an email at, I have the banner for this. Here we go. Send us an email at Shauna at purepowerofnature.com with the subject line, I'm this week's chosen one. And let us know where you'd like your prize sent out to so we can get it sent to you.
Okay. Congratulations, Christy. And good luck to next week's winner.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. If you haven't shared yet, hit the share button now. Make sure it is public. And after the video, check out our new blog and give it a comment. All right, so let's dive into today's topic.
If this is your first time with us, it is really great to meet you. We are Shauna and Carol, co-founders of Pure Power of Nature. This is the place to be if you're a like-minded soul like us, wanting to learn how to enhance your wellness through the pure power of natural alternatives efficiently, cost efficiently, I should say, and easily.
Yes. So as educators by trade, we believe knowledge is power, and our goal, we're both really tripping over our tongues today. And our goal is to share well-researched knowledge with you to make it easy for you to begin or enhance your wellness journey.
That becomes one of our bloopers.
Yeah.
Anything we learn and bring into our lives that helps us continually enhance our wellness journey. We want to make it easy for you to learn and implement should you choose.
And again, we're not going to share anything in these Facebook Lives or on our blog until we have multiple reliable sources for the information. Because we know you've got busy lives, and if you're spending your time watching us or reading our blogs, you want to know that the information you're getting is reliable and well-researched. So that's what we aim to do for you.
That's true. And Pam has another, she's just got so much to tell us tonight. I'm so happy.
Some congratulations for Christy. And so happy my son received your package. Who's so happy to see it. Yeah, so
that's nice.
Pam had her prize shipped to her son, which was really cool.
That is cool, isn't it? Okay,
Awesome.
each essential oil for use in Canada has at least one of 3 applications: aromatic, topical, and or as food flavoring.
Yeah. So even oils that are approved for the same application method, they might actually have different considerations for use.
Some require dilution,
Mhm.
some might cause photosensitivity, and others might not be recommended for use in certain parts of your body.
Yeah. Okay. So we always recommend that you pay close attention to any warnings on a label or a package. That's a first start. That's really good. And only use an oil as recommended by the manufacturer under Canadian guidelines.
We want to do a little did you know activity with you right here, right now.
Yes. So how this will work is we're going to say a did you know statement, and we want you to type yes or no in the comments for each one. Now, to make it a bit easier, you can actually just type the letter Y for yes and the letter N for no. So that way you can type really quickly as soon as we say the statement.
Okay, let's start with our first did you know.
Did you know that essential oils should never be applied to certain parts of the body?
Type Y or N in the comments if you already knew this or not.
So why is this?
Well, in addition to any warnings on the label about avoiding certain areas of your body, that specific oils, you should always avoid putting any essential oils in your nose, your eyes, your inner ear, or on any sensitive areas.
Yeah, because those oils, they're very potent. And even when they're diluted, they can be irritating to these body parts. So we've got some.
Cheryl said yes, and Pam said no, she didn't. Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this. We want to make sure what we're sharing is beneficial to everyone. Okay.
Little off script.
Yeah.
The other morning, I woke up and my hip was sore, so I put my pain relief oil on, and I was so tired, I didn't even realize I rubbed it in. And I rubbed my hands together and I went, oh my. And I went, oh my. And I went rushing for my carrier oil. Yeah, it hurt for sure. Okay, let's move on to our second did you know.
Wait, and Lindsay says, I had no idea. And Pam said, but hands are okay. Yeah, for most oils, hands are good. It's the things that have membranes or mucuses and those sensitive spots. Things, those things don't like oils very much.
Not for sure. Okay, on to number 2. Did you know?
All right. Did you know that hot oils can cause a hot or a burning sensation when applied to your skin? There's actually oils called hot oils.
That's right. Type Y or N in the comments if you already knew this or not.
So this means in addition to diluting these oils before you first use them, you should also do what we call a sensitivity patch test to see how you might react to a hot oil.
Okay, and we have a couple. Okay. Examples of hot oil. Oh, boy.
we're tripping over
and
these
we
words.
Had no alcohol tonight. Not at all.
No,
examples of hot oil. Examples of hot oils include cinnamon, clove, lemongrass, peppermint, oregano, thyme, and any blends that include these oils.
Yeah. So let's see. So we had, nope, she wasn't, Pam didn't know that. So that's good. Cheryl said she had heard of this before. And Lindsay said, no, she didn't know that.
I'm so glad we're doing this.
Yeah, exactly. It's really important to know about these. So be sure to look out for recommendations about dilution on the labels of hot oils and blends with hot oils. A lot of them are going to say that you definitely need to dilute them, where another oil that isn't a hot oil is probably going to say that, depending on the oil, it might actually say that you can use it neat, which means just the way it is. So
for sure. Okay, here's our third did you know. And if you saw our last week's video, you probably know the answer to this one already.
You'll probably give us a why for this one, but let's see. Did you know that some oils, such as eucalyptus, are never safe to ingest, regardless of the brand of oil you buy?
Type Y or N in the comments below if you knew this or not.
So this is because the eucalyptus plant is unsafe for humans to ingest. Therefore, the essential oil extracted from that plant is also unsafe to ingest, as it's just a potent version of it.
It is for sure. This means that regardless of what brand you buy, oils like this should never be ingested, such as using them for food flavoring.
Yeah. And this is why it's also important to only use specific oils from the specific brands that have actually got that approval to be used as food flavoring in Canada. Because it's just so easy to think, oh, like, I'll try this oil, I'll try that oil, but there's actually some that's really not a great idea.
Oh, and I see Christine's here. Hi, Christine.
Oh, hi, Christine. Awesome. So we got a lot of yeses on this one because people have been tuning in.
Yeah.
So yes, yes, yes. Sandy's yes. Cheryl, yes. Christine, yes. I knew this one. Yes. Awesome. Lindsay, yes. And Pam, wow. Yeah. All right. Everyone's doing good on that one.
I'm so pleased that they retained what we. Oh, this is so good.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
You've learned something, and that makes us happy.
It is also important to know that if you are currently on any medication or homeopathic remedy, you should check with your healthcare provider to make sure none of the essential oils you use will overpower or interact with what you have been prescribed. For example, while on some medications, you can't use citrus fruits. So therefore, using citrus oils probably wouldn't be advised.
Yeah. If it says like this medication, you're not allowed to eat citrus, then what? It's pretty likely that citrus oil is a bad idea. Like it seems like obvious, but you don't really think about it until someone says it out loud to you and you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Now I know last time when we talked about this, Sandy posted something about putting the oils close to the remedies or
could also cause
an issue. So Sandy, if you can just type that back in again, that would be
I think it's a
really
lot of the
great.
homeopathic ones, like keeping them in separate cupboards or even separate rooms, just because they're so strong that they can actually
they can
interact
interfere.
And they can even just counteract each other. And you've paid money for those things. You don't want them to be obsolete or not useful anymore. So okay. So pure essential oils are very potent. We've said that a few times. So how are you going to know if you might be sensitive?
Okay, since each of us is unique, you may have different sensitivities, skin conditions, personal needs, and health concerns from someone else.
Yeah.
Those with naturally sensitive skin may need to dilute certain oils or use stronger dilution ratios.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yes.
So when you use an essential oil topically, so on your skin for the first time, now that oil for the first time, you might have used other oils, but if it's a new oil, it's always a good idea to dilute it.
Yes.
Do a patch test and see how your skin reacts.
So let's walk you through a sensitivity patch test right now.
Okay, so
here we go.
First, mix 1 drop of essential oil with 5 drops of your chosen carrier oil, such as fractionated coconut oil. Okay, next you're going to apply this diluted mixture to a small section of your skin away from any sensitive spots. And then check that area a few times over the next few hours to see if there's a reaction.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. Okay. How many of you watching have done a sensitivity patch test before using an essential oil?
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if you've ever done this to test it out. We know it's an extra step that you have to do, but it'd be interesting to know how many people do this.
That's true. So the question is now, what do you do if you find out that you are sensitive to an oil?
Well, if you find that you have a sensitivity to an oil, even when it's diluted, then there's a few things to consider. You could avoid using that oil. You could try diluting it further, so more carrier oil. Or you could try maybe a different application method. So maybe it doesn't your skin doesn't like it, but you could try it in a diffuser and maybe still get some benefits of that specific oil without having to use it topically and see how you go.
As with any product you use on your skin, excessive or improper use of essential oils can increase the risk of adverse reactions.
So what if you have an adverse reaction? What do you do?
Well, though adverse reactions are rare, if you experience an adverse reaction, stop using the essential oil immediately. That's like a give. That's a forgot. Okay. Apply a pure neutral carrier oil. That's what I did with my eyes the other night. Okay. Don't try washing the oil with soap and water because it won't work. And don't try to put another essential oil on top of it to try to counter the reaction.
Yeah, I've got a hot oil, so I'm going to put a cooling oil. There's just too much going on.
And of course, whenever in doubt, consult a healthcare professional.
Yeah, if you're having a reaction, then that happens. But what if you don't have any reaction after a patch test?
No reaction.
Great. We can keep using it. All right. So let's see what people said here. So Sandy did.
She did. Okay. So You read it.
Yep. Yes. The oils have a higher vibration and they can actually make the homeopathic remedy inert. That's the word I was thinking of. Yeah. It counteracts it. It makes it so inert so you won't use it. So you paid for this thing, you put your essential oils next to it and it pretty much vibrates it into uselessness. All right. So then for patch tests, Sandy says, yes, she's done some patch tests before using a new oil. Pam says she never has. Lindsay, I had never. Christine says she has. Cheryl says nope. And happy dance. I'm not sure what that was in reference to, but I love it.
We must have done something.
Awesome. Okay, great. So as long as appropriate dosage and application methods are followed, essential oils are safe to use throughout your home.
That's true.
Yeah.
But before we talk about specific dilutions, we have another did you know for you.
Okay, here we got another one. So get ready to type your Y or N in the comments.
Okay. Did you know that even natural substances such as water, vitamins, or minerals can be toxic if used in excess?
Type Y or N in the comments if you already knew this or not.
Toxicity when any substance, natural or not, reaches the point where it is harmful to your body.
So using or consuming any substance in excess can increase a risk of toxicity. It doesn't matter what it is.
That's right. The amount needed to cause toxicity varies with every substance. Water can be toxic if you were able to consume enough of it, which is rather difficult, but not impossible.
Yeah. Like any other item in your home, exceeding recommended dosage of essential oils can lead to toxicity, but you would have to far exceed the recommended dosage to reach these toxic levels, but anything can do this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Avoid toxicity by always reading and following the recommendations on the labels. And we have some people who did know this.
Okay. So, Pam said she didn't know that. Lindsay said she did. Sandy said, yeah. Cheryl, yes. Water. That is so true. Yeah, like it's a lot of water you got to drink.
But you can really send your body out of kilter.
You know, it's just like, it's so healthy and you need it and you're made of water and you think, how could this ever go wrong? But you can actually drink too much. It's tough, true. But you can. Yeah. Okay, and Sandy said her happy dance comments was in reference to
the no reaction.
Oh yes, like I don't have a reaction with the patch test. I'm ready to move on and use my oils. Okay, cool. Exactly. Great. Okay. So what essential oil dilution and dosage should I use?
Well, it's always best to start with small amounts. See how your body reacts. Yeah. From there, you can determine how much essential oil to use on a regular basis.
So let's look at some dosage and dilution recommendations for each of the 3 application methods.
First, let's talk about aromatic use, specifically with a diffuser.
All right. So the first thing you want to do, because all the diffusers have different reservoir sizes and things. So the first thing you want to do is see if your diffuser came with an instruction manual that actually recommends the number of drops to use based on how big its reservoir is and how much it can output.
That's true. Yeah, that's important. Okay. If it is the first time that you are diffusing this oil, the first time someone else in the room is experiencing this oil, you are in a small room,
a little room,
or a child is in the room, consider starting with half of the suggested number of drops and work your way up from there.
Yeah, because you can always add more.
You can always add more.
Now, if you're unable to find an instruction manual, which happens, or the instruction manual doesn't contain any recommended number of drops, then we say start with about 3 to 5 drops of oil for a full reservoir of water and then increase from there. Like this one we have behind us is an extra large volume one. So 3 drops, you probably wouldn't smell much of it, but after like a minute, you're going to know that it's too diluted. And you
this one has 8 drops.
8 drops in it. It smells great.
It's the blend that I said I was going to use for my spring, my meteorological spring, first day of spring day.
Nice.
And it's just really
great. It is.
Okay. If you or anyone else in the room starts to feel bothered by the aroma, turn off the diffuser and move yourself to another room.
That's easy.
Yep, just move.
Now, when choosing a diffuser, the most important thing is that you are picking one that does not change the structure of the essential oil, but rather preserves its potency and efficacy. Am I saying that right?
You are.
Okay.
In next week's video, we are going to talk about different types of diffusers and how to choose one that is right for you.
Yeah, so we're going to cover all of that in great detail. But let's talk about dosage and safety for other types of aromatic use. There we go.
Goodness,
Wow.
I have to tell you, we stayed up till 12:30 talking last night. So we're just
We're
tripping over ourselves. Yeah. For direct inhalation, when rubbing an essential oil in the palms of your hands, then cupping your hands over your nose and start with just one drop.
Yes. Be sure to close your eyes, as some oils, especially the mint oils, they are potent. They're strong enough to make you tear up. I cry all the time with mint oils because I'm just like, okay, I breathed it in, I'm good. And then I open my eyes too soon, and it's just waterworks.
Always wash your hands thoroughly before touching any other part of your body or eating any food.
Yeah, that one, yeah, that's happened a lot. For use on other porous materials, so whether it's cotton balls, grab the right props, there we go, felt, wood, diffusing jewelry. Oh no, that's not my diffusing one. That's my diffusing one.
Jewelry.
Start with just one drop.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As the aroma fades throughout the day, add another drop as needed and enjoy.
Yeah. Now, as a room spray, you want to make a really quick room spray. You can add 8 to 10 drops of essential oil into here with approximately about 2 ounces of water, and just respray as often as you need it.
And to help the scent linger longer, use about 1.5 ounces of water and 1/2 ounce of witch hazel and 8 to 10 drops of essential oils. The witch hazel helps the water and the oil mix together.
It sure does. And I just want to bring this up. We had said if someone doesn't like the smell, you can move the diffuser to another room. And then Sandy says, or ask them to leave their room. Sorry, just kidding. Kidding. Yeah, like kidding, not kidding. Yeah, exactly. And then, and Gina's on. Hi, Gina.
Hi, Gina.
Love room sprays. Yes, you need a bottle in every room, maybe even a few. Awesome. Okay, so for those of you who are watching, and a bunch of you already use essential oils quite a lot, which is great. We'd just love to know from you if there's any other dilution, dosage, or safety tips that you follow for aromatic use. We haven't talked to the other ones yet, but if you have any that you want to share right now, then
let us know in the comments.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
Because what I love about using essential oils aromatically is it's the easiest way to get started with oils, because it's such a simple application method.
It is for sure.
You don't really end up using too much oils. And if you do, it's just really easy to overcome that.
Yeah. And you're really in control.
You are.
You're really in control. Okay, so you can simply turn off your diffuser.
That's easy.
You can add more water to dilute it, or you can dump it out and start over again. And I've done that a couple times.
Yeah, like you might play around with mixing some blends, which we do encourage when you're trying something, and then you're like, whoa, that one's not for me. Hey, you've only used a few drops of your oil, so if you have to dump it out, it's no big deal. And if using the diffusing jewelry or any of the other porous type materials, you can just, if you don't like the smell, you can just place them somewhere else until that aroma dies down, which is really great. Like you just take it off and move yourself from it, which is really cool. Let's see.
Gina has, what did Gina say?
We got some people saying hi to each other.
Oh,
Sandy says hi, Gina.
And Gina says, hi, Sandy.
And then Gina said, Sandy made the best cleansing spray.
Yes, the energy cleansing
back
spray.
In the day when we could all get together at the house and do make and takes together. Yeah,
that was great. In case you didn't already know this, we have a bunch of recommendations of diffusers, diffusing jewelry, and wool dryer balls on our website.
We sure do. Most of them do. We're just going to be straight up front with it. Most of them do have our affiliate links attached, which does mean that we get a small commission, but it's without any added cost to you if you decide to buy one.
So if you are looking for a piece of jewelry or a diffuser, we would really, really, really appreciate it if you would check out our recommendations and consider buying through us to support what we are doing.
And all of these sort of everyday home essential type recommendations to support your wellness journey. They're all in one place on our website, which we call our Pure Power Home Spa, right? Because everyone needs a home spa, especially right now with what's going on in the world. You really need at least a like corner of your house to feel like a home spa. So diffusers, jewelry, all of that stuff. you can find it at purepowerofnature.com/saw. So nice.
And please, if there is anything you don't see there that you are looking for, let us know and we will add it for you.
Yeah, it's good practice for me to figure out how to do all this linking and stuff, which is really cool. So
keep you on your toes.
It does keep me on my toes.
Yes.
Oh, and Sandy says, thank you for that. That Gina said her cleansing spray was so great.
Oh, yes. Super.
It really is. Okay, now let's look at dilution for a range of topical uses.
Okay.
Yes.
With so many different ways to use essential oils topically and so many different oils to choose from, there is no one fits all essential oil dilution for anybody.
There can't be.
No. Always check the label of the essential oils that you are going to use and use the recommended dilution rate.
Yeah. Most dilution recommendations do involve using a carrier oil. So depending on your skin type, you might actually find that some carrier oils can cause blemishes. Ooh, that's no good.
That's not nice.
So this is usually due to the
comiogenic
rating.
It's okay. It's a big word.
It's a big word. Pretty much there's a special reason for that. And then also the fatty acid ratios in there. So before purchasing a carrier oil, we recommend that you actually read. We have a blog about this called Choosing Carrier Oils for Your Skin. And so if that's something you're interested, let us know, or you can check it out on our website, because it actually goes through different oils and tells you the ratings and what they're most likely, like what they're good for, and if they might be more likely to cause blemishes or not. So that can help you try to find one that suits your skin.
Yeah, and it's a great, I learned a lot writing that one. That was amazing. Yeah. Okay, so regardless of how you were using oils topically, always start with the smallest possible dosage. And once you know how your body reacts, increase the dose only as needed, slowly, to achieve the desired effect.
Yeah, so here's some ideas to start you off.
For your skincare routine, start by finding an essential oil, such as bergamot or frankincense, that is known for supporting the skin in the way that you are looking for.
Radiant.
Yes. And check the label for the recommended dilution ratio with a carrier oil.
Yes. Okay. If you can't find a recommended dilution, then what we'd say is start by adding 1 drop of your oil with about 10 mils of your carrier oil, the one that you picked that was going to be good for your skin type. Mix those together, and then you can apply it directly to your face.
Absolutely. For relaxation and massage, start by finding an essential oil such as lavender or German chamomile that is known for its calming aroma. Oh, she's gone. And check the label for a recommended dilution ratio with a carrier oil.
There it is again.
Yep.
And again, if you can't find a recommendation, then same thing. Start with that 1 drop of oil, 10 mils of carrier oil. And for this one, you can apply it to like your feet, your neck, your wrists, temples. Just keep it away from your eyes.
Yeah.
Even on your forehead, just wherever you kind of hold the tension.
That's why you need it.
Yeah.
Using NHP essential oils for natural healing of ailments. Natural NHP products, essential oil and oil-infused products, should each come with their own usage information to follow.
Yeah.
And you have to follow it.
Yeah. Health Canada's like looked at it and said, okay, this is for this. This is what you're allowed to say. So they all come with recommendations. But here's some of our favorite ways to use them. So you can try mixing 1 to 2 drops of 2 NHP digestive health oils, so such as NHP peppermint and NHP marjoram. You're going to mix that with 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon
of carrier oil. There we go. Cross our hands. And then you're going to rub that mixture in a circular clockwise direction to help relieve any sort of stomach aches, cramps, maybe even constipation. Just get it going, get those intestines moving.
Try making a soothing bath for sore muscles and joints by adding 3 to 5 drops of 2 NHP joint and muscle pain oils, such as NHP rosemary, NHP lavender. With 1 cup of Epsom salts, add the mixture to your bath water, soak, and enjoy for at least 10 minutes.
At least. But if you can block out more than 10 minutes, block it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So
can you just please post Sandy's? Yes. I mean, this just caught me off guard.
I love your reaction. We're just having some fun over here, right?
Yeah.
It's good because we read through what we're gonna say, but we don't. This is all ad lib. I do some of this, so you also get the reaction of my mom reacting.
It's like, oh my goodness.
So it's kind of fun. Okay, so for those of you watching who already use oils a lot, if there's any other dilution, dosage, or safety tips that you follow for topical use,
let us know in the comments.
Because using oils topically, it's really such a great way to support yourself throughout the day without using those products that are full of harmful toxins.
That's true. We have a lot of fun making our own products, which is why we are working to get our favorite recipes ready to add to our DIY Products Knowledge Hub, coming soon to our website. And we are working on it.
We are really working on it.
It's an ongoing activity.
It's one of those things where it's like, where does the week go? But the great thing is that we know everyone watching, every time we say recipes, you're like, yes, recipes. So like we're
doing it.
We're doing it. We're getting those recipes ready for you because we want you to have as much fun as we do getting to make a bunch of these things. Okay, so last but not least, let's look at safety and dilution when using approved essential oils for food flavoring. Hold on, I'll tell you, we got a comment.
Let's see.
We need snacks. You guys are the best form of entertainment, but still so informative. Love it.
Yes. Thank you, Sandy. That is so good.
Yeah. Who needs Netflix when you've got us? And Lindsay says, yeah. And I'm assuming the is
that we're entertaining.
We're entertaining, or the recipes. Because there is a bit of a delay. So it could be for either. We'll take it for both.
We'll take it for both because we accept. Yeah, that's great. Cool. One of the most convenient things about cooking with essential oils is how little it takes to flavor your food compared to using dry or fresh herbs and spices. In most cases, adding 1 to 2 drops for an entire recipe is all that is needed.
And as we've mentioned before, sometimes it's less than a drop that's needed. So we do recommend that you start small with that toothpick trick that we've talked about a few times, and then work your way up till you get that desired flavor. Oh,
so here are some things to consider when getting started with using essential oils for food flavoring. First, again, start with the toothpick method, especially with spice, herb, or mint oils.
Yes. So we also recommend that you don't actually try and drop the oils directly into your recipes.
Oils.
Yes. Don't put your carrier oil in your recipe. That's not going to taste good.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, fractionated coconut oil may just take coconut, but that's fine. That's not what you're looking for. Okay, so drops of oils can come out really quickly from your bottle, and it's really easy to add too much, and then you've kind of ruined the whole dish.
It can taste pretty
You don't want to waste your food. Okay, so instead, what you're going to do is drop the oils onto a spoon first. That way, if you do too many, you can pour them back into the bottle and start again. So once you get the exact right amount, then you can add it to your food or your drink.
Okay. Now, if you find it hard to get the right number of drops onto your spoon, try taking orifice reducer out of your bottle.
Good thing we've taken this one out a few times.
Oh, no kidding. Use an oil dropper to get the exact amount of oil out and onto your spoon.
Yeah.
There we go.
Perfect. There. Okay. Yes. And then remember, this one is one that you can sort of forget because you're like, I got the right amount of drops. But remember, you've got to replace definitely this reducer, but also replace the lid as soon as you're done getting the oil out. Don't continue on with your recipe yet, because this is going to help prevent that oil from evaporating. Yeah, you're going to smell it and it's going to smell great, but it's going to be disappearing. And it's also going to avoid you by accidentally knocking it over and spilling the bottle, which would be very unfortunate.
Oh, that makes you almost want to cry.
It does. Yeah.
For those of you watching who already use oils a lot, are there any other dilution, dosage, or safety tips that you follow for cooking with essential oils?
Let us know in the comments if there are.
For sure. We also have a lot of fun adding food flavorings to a lot of our meals, which is why we are working on getting our favorite recipes into our essential oils culinary recipe section of our website, which is also coming soon.
I know we've made all this stuff, and now we got to get it out there for all of you to try. So it's coming, we promise. So what's really cool with food flavoring is that the possibilities here are really endless. If you like experimenting in the kitchen already, then oils just takes it to the next level.
If you create a great recipe with approved food flavoring oils, be sure to share it with us. We love new ideas.
Yeah, it's great to see what other people have tried and ways they want to use it. Okay, but as always, buyer beware. We can't stress enough how important it is that you know that only 1 to 2% of all the world's essential oils that are produced, only 1 to 2% of them are made for that therapeutic purpose. The rest, they're just being made as fragrance oils for perfume and cosmetic industry.
Most fragrant oils are diluted or cut with agents, with the focus being on fragrance and not beneficial properties.
So it does make it essential for you to know how your essential oils that you decide to use for health, whether it be on your body, breathing them in, using them as food flavoring, you need to know how they're grown, how they're harvested, processed, and you want to make sure that they're safe, they're pure, they're unadulterated, they're top quality oils. That is important.
Now, before your head spins, and you're going, oh my goodness, that sounds almost impossible.
It's not as hard as it sounds.
No.
If you've been on here before, you've heard us say it, but there's a few questions you've got to ask before you put your money behind an oil.
Yes.
Does the company oversee the entire process from planting through to extraction so that they can ensure that it's top quality, pure oils? Because a lot of companies out there are actually what we call rebottlers. So they've just bought the oil in bulk, put it in their own bottles, and
put their
sold
label on it.
And they're not spending all the time making sure the oils, how they're made. Like, they're not involved in that.
No, they're not. Our independent third-party labs performing tests on the essential oils to guarantee consistent purity and potency. There are no actual grades of essential oils.
And you hear them all the time. Therapeutic, food grade. It's like, who oversees these grades? These grades are just like, no.
Most of the grades that you hear are titles that each company has created and decided to use. So that you want to make sure that there are independent labs confirming the purity and potency of any oil that you buy.
Yeah, test results all the way. What's really cool is, like, is it possible to visit the farms to see the process, maybe participate in planting or cultivating, harvesting, and distilling? Like, if they're open about you coming and seeing how it works, then they likely don't have anything to hide, right? So obviously that has to be post-COVID, because they're probably not going to allow you to do it right now.
Make it a bucket list.
Bucket list thing. I like that.
Are the farms environmentally sustainable? Remember, it takes a lot of plant material to make a bottle of essential oils. So supporting companies with environmentally sustainable farming practices, it's really important.
It is. And I just see Sandy here. She wrote, I actually have proof that this is true with a test while tending to one of my injured horses.
Oh, we'd love to know more about that.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
for sure.
Okay, so other things to ask, because if you've been following our videos, you know that there's all these different types, where we talked about NHP tonight with those natural health products. So does the company have any of those? Because if those need to go through extra testing with Health Canada, that's pretty great, because that means they're really top quality ones. And then, they've been tested for something else. Right. They've gone through more testing and they've gotten an approval stamp to be used for certain ailments. So look into, are there essential oils from the company you're interested in that are NHP? Yeah,
because we had that little demonstration the other time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you remember that?
And then, of course, the same thing, do they have any food flavoring approved essential oils as well? Because they're super fun to get to play around with. And so if you're going to be buying, you might as well get all the benefits.
Now, if you can't get these answers easily from your sales rep, the store, the company's website, that should be a real red flag. It would be for me.
Yeah, because the company we choose to get all of our essential oil products and essential oil infused products from, because there's a lot that already have the stuff in it, they easily give yes to all of this and to so many more questions that people might have.
So if you want to have the same peace of mind that we have and empower your wellness journey the way that we do, you can get the same quality oils and products simply by joining the Pure Power community as a consumer.
No, as a customer.
Oh, a customer.
You are a consumer.
You are a consumer.
Yes.
Boy, I'm going to bed earlier next week. I tell you, I apologize, people. Oh, goodness gracious.
A consuming customer. That's what it is.
I'm so sorry.
Because like a customer that doesn't use the products.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Okay, so if this is something you're interested in, just comment, tell me more, and we'll follow up with you one-on-one.
Blooper.
Okay.
Now that you know how easy it is to safely use essential oils at home, you might be thinking, what type of diffuser should I choose to use?
Well, like we mentioned earlier, that is exactly what we're going to be talking about next Tuesday in our Learning Live video. So be sure to join us as we go through diffusers next week.
Okay. We hope you enjoy, oh gosh, good grief. We hope you enjoyed this week's Learning Live about how to use essential oils safely. And we are excited to learn from and you are excited to learn from our blog.
So again, you can access that blog right after this Learning Live by going to www.purepowerofnature.com/008. And while you're there, we'd love it if you'd write us a comment.
Before we start to wrap up this one, we want to open up to any comments or questions.
We sure do. So we know there is a bit of a delay, so we want to make sure before we end that you have time to write any questions or comments. So while we are doing that, we're going to say congratulations again to our Learning Live winner.
Yes, we are. Congratulations, kiddo.
And don't forget, we do need some more information from you, Christy. So again, you're going to send an email to Shauna@purepowerofnature.com with the subject, I'm this week's chosen one, and let us know where you want your prize sent out to.
For anyone who was waiting until the end or joined us late, if you found value in this, click that share button, set your share to public, and type the word shared in the comments below so we can shout you out right now and also put you into our weekly draw.
Also, again, anyone who comments on that blog post, which I turned off too soon. Is it this one? Yeah, that one. Anyone who comments on that this week, you get a second entry, which is always really cool.
You have all week to share the Facebook video publicly and comment on the blog and to enter the draw twice.
And if you do head over to our blog and you're thinking, well, what do I write? What kind of comments do you put on a blog?
Well, how about something that you learned from us?
Yeah, something fun. Or maybe something that just really impacted you or surprised you.
Or how the information that you have learned, how you're putting it into practice.
Yeah. So on the blog, again, if you're not familiar with our blog, there are 2 different comment sections.
Yes.
So there's the regular one that's all the way at the bottom, which most blogs have. You usually need to put your email address just to verify that you're human and not a robot. So you can leave us a comment there, or since you're all watching on Facebook anyways, and you're already logged in on Facebook, we have like a Facebook comment section, and it should let you just type in, and it uses Facebook to verify that you're real.
Okay, so you have all week. Again, this is for those watching live and for those watching the replay.
Okay, so let's see if we have any questions or comments. So Sandy said, so about the test, the thing with her injured horse, that she can send us the information and we can share it next week if we like. Okay, great.
So that'd be great.
Yeah, that awesome. Pam says, enjoyed it very much. Thank you. We're glad that you're loving these videos.
Yeah.
Sandy, thank you. So informative. Congratulations, Christy. And she's shared the video already. Perfect. Thank you. Lindsay, thank you, ladies. Very informative. I'm glad people are learning stuff from this. This is great. This is why we're doing it. And Cheryl also says she's shared. Thank you. And looking forward to learning about some new blends and stuff. Yeah, playing around with some blends.
Oh, I will phone you and tell you the one I created because I am just in love with it.
Do you want, since they're on
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, tell everyone now in case they want to try it tonight.
Yeah, or tomorrow because it's still a bit, wintry out.
Yeah.
And make some spring. So I've been diffusing it all day in school. It was 2 drops of spearmint, 2 drops of, oh gosh, I had it written down. Okay, 2 drops of lime, 2 drops of tangerine, 2 drops of grapefruit, and 2 drops of spearmint.
Ooh, that sounds
and it was really nice. You give me anything with lime and spearmint, and I'm in heaven.
Awesome. All right. Well, we can't wait.
Oh, we can't wait. It's mine. It's yellow. We can't wait to see your comments on our blog and to see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Have a wonderful week, everybody.
Bye. We promise to sleep more before the next one. Good night.
Good night.